I find that astonishing.
Senator,
I noticed
that is
on
really
your
offensive.
website,
That is really offensive
you
to the
issued a
people
press
needing
release.
to access
You don't
abortion
refer to
care.
mothers. You say at your organization, you don't refer to mothers. You call them birthing people. Is that right?
That is among the language that we use,
Okay,
yes.
what's the difference?
A birthing person is someone who's in labor and delivery.
Okay, that's a mother, right?
So for sure, the majority of people who are pregnant are cisgender women, and at the same time, we
Today, I'm diving into a fiery and intense Senate exchange between Senator John Kennedy and a Democratic witness, Ms. Rivera, about one of the most divisive topics in America: abortion laws. This wasn't just a simple quanda, it was a full-on clash over perspectives, medical ethics, and terminology. So grab your popcorn because this one got heated. Alright, here's what went down. Senator Kennedy opened the exchange by asking Ms. Rivera, if you were queen for a day and could set a national rule on abortion, what restrictions, if any, would you implement? Straight to the point, right? Then, Kennedy posed a tough, hypothetical question. Would you support a law allowing abortion the day before birth if both the mother and baby were healthy?
Ms. Rivera, if you were queen for a day and you had unfettered discretion to establish a national rule on abortion for America, what restrictions, if any, would you implement with respect to abortion?
Thank you for your question, Senator. I would, so the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists opposed restrictions that are not based in medicine, right? People need to be able to make their own reproductive health care decisions, and having arbitrary restrictions lead to the situations like we've been hearing about, like Kate Cox and others who are not able to get the health care they need during obstetric emergencies. We know the majority of people access
Yes,
abortion
ma'am, but
services
maybe I
early.
wasn't clear,
Yes.
because I've got to ask each of our witnesses
Yes.
here. Just tell me, if you could implement any rule, what restrictions, if any, you would put on abortion.
Senator, arbitrary restrictions put women's health in danger.
So that means no restrictions?
Senator, healthcare needs to be driven by medical practice and medical
I
standards
agree.
of care.
You don't believe in any restrictions on abortion?
Healthcare needs to be driven by medical standards of care.
Well, your website says you support abortions at all gestations. So
That is correct, because
you support
abortion
abortion
needs
without
to be made
any
available
restrictions.
based on medical standards of care.
How about, could you get it, if the mother's healthy and the baby's healthy, would you support an abortion the day before birth?
Actually, that is not how abortion care works,
Yes, ma'am, but would you
Senator.
support that? You say
That's
no
called-
restrictions.
That is called labor and delivery, Senator.
But you support no restrictions.
That is not how abortion care works, and it's
Sure
really...
it does.
That is not how
My
abortion care
question's
works,
simple.
Senator.
Would you have a rule saying that if a healthy mother with a healthy baby wanted to have an abortion the day before birth, would it be okay with you?
Senator, that is not how abortion care works, and it's really dangerous. That rhetoric is really dangerous for the people who are
It would
confronting
be
these
okay with you, wouldn't it?
That is called labor and delivery, sir.
It would be okay with
That
you,
is called
wouldn't it?
labor and delivery, sir.
I find that astonishing.
Senator,
I noticed
that is
on
really
your
offensive.
website,
That is really offensive
You
to the
issued a
people
press
needing
release.
to
You
access
don't
abortion
refer to
care.
mothers. You say at your organization, you don't refer to mothers. You call them birthing people. Is that right?
That is among the language that we use,
Yeah,
yes.
what's the difference?
A birthing person is someone who's in labor and delivery.
Okay, that's a mother, right?
So for sure, the majority of people who are pregnant are cisgender women, and at the same time, we have to acknowledge that trans people and non-binary people do and can become pregnant, and it's really important not to misgender them in law and health because it is really dangerous to them.
You were invited here by my Democratic colleagues today?
That is correct.
Okay.
Now here's where the debate took a different turn. Kennedy brought up how her organization refers to birthing people instead of mothers, asking if that was correct. Ms. Rivera confirmed this, explaining that while most people who give birth are cisgender women, it's crucial to recognize that transgender and non-binary individuals can also be pregnant. She argued that using inclusive language is essential to avoid harm and ensure accurate, respectful health care. Kennedy looked perplexed, suggesting, "But a birthing person is just a mother, right?" He seemed skeptical of this language, and Ms. Rivera took the opportunity to counter. Yet, the term birthing person was clearly a sticking point for Kennedy, underscoring the larger cultural and political divide. In a final pointed question, Kennedy noted that Ms. Rivera had been invited by his Democratic colleagues to testify. She confirmed this, and you could almost feel the tension building. The whole exchange captured the deeply entrenched views on abortion, and it was clear that no side was going to budge here. So, there you have it. A passionate and at times tense exchange that really brought out the differences in opinion over abortion rights and the language surrounding it. These debates are complex, deeply personal, and often hard to resolve, but they're also critical to our understanding of American values and ethics. Thanks for watching. If you found this analysis insightful, hit that like button, share it with someone who might be interested, and make sure you're subscribed. We'll be covering more thought-provoking debates soon, and you won't want to miss them. Until next time.